Well, good evening, everyone, and it's finally returned. Yes, the long-awaited, much-anticipated ARC Gr.3 Championship is back. The main event on the ARC calendar is back again for Season 6. I am Savvy, and I'm supposed to be joined by Kicker Duke in the booth with me, but he's not showed just yet, so hopefully he will come in later on in the booth with me. So yeah, it's been a while since season 5, and obviously, you know, unfortunately, this is what you're gonna have to put up with now, is no cool introductions, no cool stats and whatnot, because, you know, Kev, who did it from season 5, has moved on. You know, he's retired himself from being a staff member from the ARC. So, unfortunately, you know, it's what you're going to put up with. And I apologise for that, but, you know, I'm not, like, computer savvy when it comes to stuff like that as well, which is just a shame. So, I hope you're all right with just having just a PS5 introduction, like start and what have you. Anyway, the first round of, if I've counted that correctly, there's 7 rounds this season. And we're at Kyoto for the first round of Season 6, which was also the same as Season 3, if I remember, if I may recall. The first round back in Season 3, it's the first round in Season 6, and we'll just go through some of the drivers that should be in this. Well, before I do, I'll try and get up some of the championship information in terms of this season. So what it is qualifying is now 15 minutes long. It's not 10 minutes as it has been for like the last few seasons. It's now 15 minutes, and the race is only 40 minutes long. You have only one set of racing softs for the duration of the race. Compounds are not to be mixed. Okay, and like I said, it's 15 minutes qualifying. You will complete qualification within your qualifying group, but you can qualify for any lobby. So if you see that in serious time, if someone's quicker in lobby B, they will move up into lobby A. They'll be put up into the main event, and so on. It's like what we have done since season 3, I think it was, actually. So the tracks start in following order. Tonight we're racing at the Kyoto and Yawagiwa Park. Then next week we've got a break. Then the following week we're racing at Le Mans at the Circuit de la Salle. And then another break, and then another week's time after that, on the 20th of March, we're racing on Tokyo, the South Inner Loop. Then another break. Then Sedegna will be the 4th round of the championship. That will be held on the 3rd of April. That's the B road track layout. Then on the 17th of April will be the Alsace Village, but it will be the reverse track from what we raced on last season. Then on the 1st of May, which I believe is a 3-week break, I think it is, we'll be racing back at Lago Maggiore, and again that will be the reverse layout. And then on the 15th of May, the final round will be held at Interlagos. 7 o'clock is when the qualifying should officially start. The cars used are always the GT3, except using the McLaren F1, the Ford GT, or the Aston Martin DBR9. Stephen has joined the room. Good to see Stephen back again. The BOP is the BOP in the values in the game. Traditional, it is a manual rolling start with a formation lap. The tyres is usual. You've got racing softs, racing mediums, and racing hards. But like I said, you've got one set of softs to your arsenal. The tyre wear is at times 8, and the fuel depletion is at times 3. And I think on a track like this, we should be seeing at least 2 pit stops here. So we'll actually go through some of the drivers here. So this is Boris Boehm. I should have the teams up here. I should do. My apologies. There's actually Boris goes into the pit lane then. So we've got a couple. Well, we've only got only 2 tiers this time. Obviously, it's a bit of a depleted sort of field, unfortunately. Platinum and gold, whereas before it was like 6 or 7 different tiers, but obviously they had only had about 5 different drivers in each category. But anyway, we've got a platinum tier and a gold tier. And out comes Boris Boehm, who is driving for the Red Bull Racing team, so carry on the tradition from Kev. And his teammate is the Interiors. There he is, in position number 3, just behind his teammate, actually. Then you've got ARC Nico, driving for Go Fast Kick Ass Racing, and his teammate is, there he is, there's Stephen. And they're driving the BMW. Also, Boris and they're driving the Toyota Supra, the same car that your Season 3 champion Alex Rogers drove it in Season 4. Next up is Alex Gaming. There he is, and typical for Alex. Oh, that was a bit iffy through the he-bike car. The he-bike cars there, Alex. But he's driving for typical Carly Rae Jepsen Racing, not in the Porsche this time, driving the Jag, if you will. This is also the track that Lemmy drove it to. I think it was a decent position in Season 3, if I can recall correctly. And his teammate is ARC Kofi, one to look out for. Very good. He's a very good qualifier, Kofi, but, you know, his race pace seems to be a bit disappointing, unfortunately. But let's hope it won't be this season when he's driving a different car. Of course, he drove the Hyundai. The Hyundai Genesis last season, and now he's driving a Jaguar here tonight. I don't know if he's in today. I don't know. Only 10 people in. We're missing them. We're missing Kofi. I think we're also missing Trainmeister as well, and La Bomba too, and Crow for that matter as well. So we're missing 4 Americans. What's going on here? Like, not unless they're in the lobby that I haven't seen. Anyway, next up is Slimmy Cam. We have seen Slimmy Cam before on a few. On a few occasions, just driving a Aston Martin. I'm just trying to figure out what car he's driving for. I can't see his name on there, so maybe he's a privateer then. I'm guessing that Slimmy is a privateer racing in this. Okay. ARC Goofy driving the Chevrolet, and he is teammates with Trainmeister in Team Goofmeisters. Yeah, Goofy's just confirmed, just waiting for Trey and Crow to join the lobby, as they've got 2 more minutes left to join. Not unless if they allow time to wait up and whatnot. There's the guy that we know need to look out for. One of the favourites, if not the favourite, to win yet again, on course for a 4th championship season. He was the Lobby B champion in Season 3. And in Seasons 4 and 5, he was the Lobby A champion and the Platinum champion. Hoping to go a hat-trick of titles in Lobby A, and hoping to become a 4th champion in a row. And his teammate will be Thunderpig in Generation Gap Racing. Also quite a nice livery with the white and blue. So I know who's my favourite car so far with the white and blue, of course, because Alex also drove a car for me. Season 4, when he drove the actual Hartlepool car, which I was so happy to see. There is his teammate, exactly the same car colour, just a different flag at the bottom there. Who else are we missing? And we've just seen there that Cro Magno has joined. There he is, Cro Magno, in that typical purple liveried car. He's driving for TBD Racing. And, oh, well, that's a little bit different. There's a bit of black on Crow's car. Normally it's predominantly purple, but there's a bit of black in there. So, I don't know if Crow's feeding all right there, but he's got a different car colour on his Lexus. His teammate is La Bomba, who I don't know if he's actually in Lobby B. I'm not too sure. We also do have Baldinardi Racing with the Baldy 183 and CSX Kevlaro. A couple of ARC veterans in this championship. And then in the gold tiers, we've got the Saving Solid Box Racers, Fubar Philantis, hope I've said that correctly, and Venom Snake. White Rose Motorsports, that's WR Metcalf and Why Not Sean. Defiant Fox Racing, that is with Defiant and Infoxicated. Late Break Taxis, that is Zanzibar and Wiley. Team ERR, that is Techno Guy and Jake Melling driving the Chevrolet. Saving Solid is they're also, I think that's a Jag. Yeah, that's a Jag. Then that is a Toyota, isn't it, for White Rose Motorsport. Defiant Fox going for the Peugeot. Okay, well, the Peugeot was alright in Season 5 when you had West driving it. Took it to victory at the Nürburgring, the season opener last season. So that could be a good shout there. Team ERR with Techno Guy and Jake Mellon has got the Chevrolet Corvette. Wiley and Zanzibar Late Break Taxis have got the Porsche. Then the AMG Mercedes for Piston Broke Racing, DD Ranger and ARC Matty, the gatekeeper. And then a couple of privateers that we just seen before streaming here. Eternicus, returning Eternicus, a veteran in this series, been racing since season 1, I think he has. He's driving the Ford Mustang for Morse Max Mustang. And a new driver that I've not seen in ARC, there's Trey Meister, he's just joined. Hopefully his connection is okay to go the whole distance, because we have seen him on a couple of occasions on the, there's the Baldy one, quite a nice looking car, but I have to say, with the green in the middle of it, and Kevlar will have a red, and Baldy will have an orange because of their nationalities. And as I was saying, the Arrows McLaren team of BDZ APA. So that's a brand new driver just there entering into ARC. Of course, we are welcome to see new drivers come into ARC. Obviously, some big names that you've not heard of: Rascal, Law. You know, I don't know if they're going to be racing in it this season. I heard that Rascal's on a plane and Law is abroad. So hopefully they will make an appearance later on in the season. So there is the Baldy one just going through out of turn 5 that was there. So a bit of the track itself. It's a bit of a long track, this. 20 corners in all, very difficult places there, as Baldy just hit one of the annoying parts of the track. That is at the Fuji... No, that wasn't the Fuji one. That was at Whiplash Turn 8, because there's a nasty bump on the exit of that first hairpin that will get the car a little bit sideways, and I think that's what I heard. Baldy just may have clipped that. So we're a little bit over time in terms of qualifying. We are still waiting for one person more. We should give you a little bit of a rundown of who should be competing in this. Championship notices, I think I should see. Just checking on the Discord here. No, not that one. Oh, here we go then. So the people that are racing in Lobby A for qualifying is Hallex, Stephen, Boris, Kofi, Trey, Kevlaro, Cro-Magna, Baldy, Goofy, Alex, the Interiors, Nico, Thunderpig and Slimmy. And in Lobby B, which is hosted by Wiley, we'll see Matty, Why Not Sean, Wiley, Techno, Defiant, Fubar, Venom Snake, Infoxicated, BDZ, The Dotum, Jake Mellon, Zanzibar, Metcalf, Rager, Eternicus, and the Machine 44488. Another new driver that I've only just seen on the list, as we're going to get qualifying away in just a couple of minutes. Got 11 people watching in already for the season opener and 4 likes, so give this all a thumbs up here. Is there also a Lobby B stream? Unfortunately not, Tobias. No, unfortunately not. It's just only the Lobby A race there. Oh, in fact, yeah, Robo has confirmed it. Yeah, Furious 2 there, let's go. Yeah, there's the Furious. Don't think he's racing in Season 6, which is a shame. So there we go then. So I pretty much covered up everything. Still no sign of Kicker Duke. So we're just going to get qualifying going in just a couple of minutes there, as Boris is, you can see they're just slightly fuel burning already. And there's another one that could probably challenge Hallex to a title, CSX Steven. We've seen how fast he was in Season 5. Haven't seen him a lot in some ARC races. Appeared one time in the BTCC. And I think that was the only time we've ever seen him after season 5. So here he is again, back again for season 6. Driving a BMW. Has already set a pole position in his Gr.3 record. I believe that was the pole at the Tokyo, that big long straightaway, I believe it was. When he was driving... When he was... Oh no, best qualifying was the second. I'm just trying to figure out what track it was, or what car he drove in. Was it the Porsche? I can't mind. Yes, some familiar faces that we're not seeing again this season. Like I says, Rascal and Law. No Kobu. I thought Kobu would have probably would have raced for this season, as it looks like we have got 14. So yeah, I think we've got all of them in, actually. Yeah, I think we do. I haven't seen Kevlaro's livery, but you will get to see it. And the tyre wear is back on to ×8, so qualifying will get underway. Everyone all going for the soft tyres, which is a no-brainer because they want to race in Lobby A, and as well as the drivers in Lobby B. Oh, was that a bit of a pit glitch there for one of the BMWs for the Team Kick-Ass Racing? Who was that? Was that Stephen? I think Stephen. It's one of the BMWs that's had the pit glitch, and it was Stephen. So problems there now for Stephen. He's got the pit glitch. Can he come out? No, he's got the pit glitch. So we probably may have to redo qualifying again. I think Stephen will be saying something in the chat here. But out goes Tree. Formerly known as Knight Rider. Formerly known as Yogurt Racing when he was racing the one time in the BTCC. I don't know if Stephen is still typing anything, but he's still stuck in the pits. Maybe I should type something. Yeah, he's just there. Yeah, just when I messaged it there. So, yep, now we get on to ×8. And hopefully we'll get everyone out of the pits fine. We're hoping. And yet again, Trey comes out first, followed by Crow, followed by Nico. Any sign of... Oh, Stephen's got the pit glitch again. Oh, Alex has gone for a spin. I think maybe Stephen needs to try clearing his cache, I think. Maybe he wouldn't have that problem now, because we want to see Stephen compete in this lobby, no disrespect to the others. So out here comes Trey. And he is just making his way towards Ronan, the long turn 12. This is a very difficult track here. There we go, perfect. Right, let's ride on board then with Trey. This track is very, very tough, especially on the right. Sorry, the left tyres there, because you've got the long turn 6 Samurai, then you got, you know, the long turn 1, another right-hander, then you got turn 12 Ronan. Such really tough on these the left tyres. But it looks like Trey is not fuel burning. He just wants to put down a marker lap, if you will. Oh, Crow just getting a little bit wrong out of the Fujiwara complex. Let's see what the interiors can do. I wonder if that is the guy that's been racing in the ARC 400 lap endurance race. I wonder if that's him, because I know he's gone through a couple of names. He was in a team name, then the next round he wasn't. And obviously we didn't show coverage of round 3 because I was away at my sister's house, so there was no one to stream the third round. So the interiors is just making his way through this rather annoying 18 and 19 corner Shinigami. And there it is, Nico. Now let's see if Stephen has finally got out, so he's going to have an extra 2 minutes on his time. So he's got about his clock will be about 17 minutes before his qualifying will end. And you can see he's already fuel burning. He's just made his way out of the e-bike curves and then in towards Samurai. That's when we saw Alex Rogers made that terrific double pass on Thomas and another driver. I can't remember who it was. There's Kevlaro's livery, and again looks quite nice with the yellow. In fact, the Baldy and the Kevlaro then working together, teammates then, so they're going to get each other's tool. Ooh, Kevlaro, keep on the black stuff. So a lot of drivers then fuel burning in, except for Trainmeister, who's already setting down a marker in his Corvette, and he's just made again his way out of Ronan. So far, sector. No, there's loads of sectors around this track. I don't know what sector that is. 1, 2, 3. Sector 3, 118. Let's look at the interiors there. He's been given some blue flags there. I don't know what for. Or maybe that was because of Nico there in the background. There's a look at his teammate Boris then, and he had the black with the yellow flamed navy blue Red Bull. Like I says, carrying the tradition from Kev, since he's now retired from AR. And what's gone on there? Stephen has stopped moving again. Stephen is stuck. Is he just trying to waste more fuel just by that's an interesting strategy there. I know he was out of the way, but I don't know if that's okay. Don't know if that will get looked at by the stewards after this meeting. But Trey then crosses the line, sets a time of a 2:15.539 for the American. And he just makes his way in towards the long, slightly banked turn 1. And you can see already, just by 2 laps alone, the tyres there, the RS, the soft tyres, they're looking a little bit worse for us. The Baltimore one moves out of the way for Trey to do yet another timed lap. Probably not going to be as quick as his first one. Really, it's just going to be 1 lap alone with the soft tyres. So we're 5 minutes into qualifying as it stands. So Trey is probably the only one that has set a time. Here comes the interiors. He's just crossing the line with a 2:16.264, about 7 tenths slower than Trey's time. Nico was going to go third place there, but the interiors, his teammate Boris has gone to the top with a 2:15.046, nearly half a second quicker than Dreammeister's time. Alex Gaming goes fourth with a 2:15.968, so nearly a second separating first to fifth now, as Goofy has managed to stick his car into fourth place, and Thunderpig in third, 2:15.831. And then, as per usual, his teammate goes right to the point, nearly a second quicker over the rest of the field. Alex there, 2 minute 14.113, and has already set down the benchmark for the others to try and beat there. Look at that, nearly a full second ahead of Boris in the Toyota. So anyway, we'll give you a rundown now of the times now. Alex then, 2:14.113. Boris in second, 9 tenths slower, but he's going a little bit wide out of, that is, I believe, Samurai. He's moving out the way for Alex, so maybe try and get a tow from Alex. Trainmeister in third. 1.4 seconds off Alex's time. Kevlaro goes into P4, 2:15.713. Good time that for the AMG driver. Thunderpig in fifth, with 2:15.831. Goofy, you can just see behind them in sixth, 2:15.869. Nearly 1.8 seconds slower than Alex's time. Then Alex Gaiman then 2:15.968. Slimmy Cam, the privateer in the Aston, just fuel burning already, 2:16.215. He is 49,000, well, half a tenth quicker Then the Interius, who's done a 2:16.264. Looks like he's actually doing yet another lap as he goes through the Shinigami. Nico in 10th. And Crow, Baldy, and that lot are just fuel burning all the now. But looks like Stephen is putting on a banker lap now. Let's see what the Interiors has done. He's just gone into the pit lane. So we're halfway through qualifying now. Nico also comes into the pit lane to put another set of soft tyres on his car. And out he comes. Oh, nearly comes out right in front of Cro Magna in the Lexus. And he is in 11th place. And he's done a 2:16.880. But he's gone off wide out of turn 1. So that lap is going to be messed up. Oh, and Alex there just got taken off to the grass out of 1. And then into the He-By curves. So both Crow and Interius then fuel burning as it is, as Alex goes into the pit lane, as well as Boris. And now Trey is fuel burning, so he's going to have one more run in. You can see Kevlaro in the background also fuel burning. Stephen goes up to 6th place in his BMW. 2:15.862 for him. Only 7 thousandths quicker than Goofy, but only 300 slower than Thunderpig. So the Beatles are looking very good around here, 1st and 5th respectively. Of course, Alex Rogers drove to Victory Lane here back in Season 3 when he drove the Beetle. Just looks like a lot of people are doing a lot of fuel burning, so no real people doing some times in the now at the moment. So we've just gone through a little bit of a fuel burning stage at the moment. Oh, meanwhile, Baldy's going at it now. Let's see what Baldy can do as he makes his way in towards Okami. That's turn 17. And here we go, this really twisty and annoying 18 and 19 corner Shinigami. Going to turn right, then turn left. You've got to be careful you don't want to hit the grass on the exit, because you will spin the car around that part. And then into the last corner. There's about 3 penalty burns at this track after, well, of course, the start-finish line is one of them. That's a penalty burn. Then you've got on the exit of turn 6 at Samurai, and then on the exit of turn 12, the long right-hander at Ronan. There was a little short shoot there which you can burn your penalty. So Baldy is going for his first lap now. He's got a couple of traffic in front of his way. Alex and Kevlaro, his teammate, and they will move well out of the way for Baldy. So let's see what Baldy can do. Of course, he knows driving this car. He drives this AMG in the 400 lap endurance. Had a very good Fuji race. Had a very decent Interlagos race. I don't know how he did in round 3 at, I believe it was at Monza. I actually haven't seen the results, unfortunately. And again, round 4 of that will be on the 12th of March, coming to you live at Spa. And again, unfortunately, I'm not going to be there. I'm going to be down home in England. So hopefully they can get someone to coverage round 4, because I think the one at Spa will be some great racing in that. Someone has actually improved up now, I believe. Who could that be? I don't know. So out goes Slimmy Cam. Boris just behind. So we've got roughly about 3 minutes to go until the end of qualifying. 5 minutes if you're Stevens. So we'll give you another rundown as it is. Halleck still leads the way. The gap's still the same. 9/10 of a second. Trainmeister in 3rd. Kevlaro 4th. Thunderpig in 5th. Stephen in 6th. Goofy 7th. Alex Gaming in 8th. Slimmy Cam in 9th. The Interius in 10. Then P11 is Nico, Stephen's teammate, just making his way out of that is turn 11 and turn 10 and 11. Nico is there now into Ronan, Cro-Magnon in 12th, and Baldy one who's just setting a fast lap now. And he's just coming towards the end of the lap here, so that's 18 and that's turn 19. Hard back onto the power, little short straightaway here, and then brake hard for turn 20. Down into second gear for him. And then use all of the curb on the exit, and let's see what time this is going to be. 2:14.113 is the time, and he will go into P11 there, so not an improvement a lot there for Baldy, but he's got time on his hands. He's got roughly like another 2 laps left in him. Ooh, he might be actually cutting it very fine. I don't think he's got time to do another lap in, unfortunately. So Baldy's going to be within like a couple of seconds short of doing another lap. And he's 2 tenths down already in Sector 1, so he's got an awful lot to do here, Baldy. Oh, well, Alex has gone purple then in Sector 4. And this is definitely going to be in the 2-minute 13s. He took Shinigami perfectly tidy. Looked to be a bit of a shortcut, but it looked like it was perfectly fine. Let's ride on board then with the 3-time champion in his ARC career, and he is going to blitz his previous best lap of a 2:14. Hugs against the pit wall, not putting any steering input there. 2-minute 13.7, 1.3 seconds faster than Boris in the Toyota in second spot. And all I can say to that is, Inman, where are you? We need you back. Because at this race, Alex is in a league of his own at the moment. Meanwhile, Interiors has gone up into 5th place, 2:15.739. Solid effort that there from the Interiors. That's a great time. And jumps up into P5. So the 2 teammates in at 2nd and 5th. And Alex and Thunderpig at 1st and 6th. So 2 of those teammates are going to be covering the 1st row and the 3rd row. So we've got about 5 more seconds to go. Qualifying over, and I said Stephen was the last, Baldy was the last one to complete over the line. Doesn't improve. And probably be a bit frustrated with that time there, 2:16.312. Stephen's got a couple more minutes though in his tank. Currently now sitting 7th fastest for him, so he's got a couple more minutes left in him. Treymice has gone up into P2 and has really halved the deficit there, 393. So he's now 7 tenths behind Alex's time, but 6.5 tenths quicker than Boris in the Toyota. So the Red Bull team, they're now 3rd and 5th now, so Boris dumped down to the 2nd row of the grid. Now let's see what Stephen can do as he makes his way through the Fujiwara complex. This is the squealer tyres there from the... sorry, that was a whiplash, my apologies. He's 2 tenths up. Not purple though, but he's faster than his own time in that sector alone. So that could put him... The Interiors has gone... where would that actually put him? That will put him quite close, actually, if you will. Probably into P5. So... because Goofy, sorry, Kevlaro's now got up into P3 there, 2:14.922. Goofy got up into, oh, look at that car park of cars right there. So there's Kevlaro, parks his car out of the first corner. But let's see what Stephen can do. He's 2 tenths up on his own best time. It will be good enough to put him 6th, maybe 5th on the grid. And he's coming through the last of the 4 sectors around here. This is a car meet, turn 17 now. Let's see what he is. Is he up? He's 3 tenths up here. So Stephen is going to be moving up in this qualifying here. If he gets the... Oh, he's on the grass. He's really pushing the car. That might have lost him a few tenths there. That might have actually cost him his best time there. Let's see there. As he slides his way out of turn 20, you can see he's definitely trying. And has he improved? No, he lost so much time there out of 18 and 19 at Shinigami. And Stephen is calling it quits there. So disaster for Stephen, because he could have been up to about 4th, I believe, 4th, 5th maybe with that time. So we'll give you then the official laps then. You'll see that Boris Bohm is currently number 1, but that's not the case. It is Alex though that is the fastest with a 2:13.710. Then in second place is... Oh, Boris got into second place. My apologies. Boris got into P2 with a 2:14.362. I didn't see that there, and he ended up being 300ths quicker than Trey in the Corvette. Kevlaro in 4th. The interiors in... Oh, wait a minute. Where's Goofy's time? Goofy's time is a 2:15.465. And that should put him 4th on the grid. So Goofy should be starting 4th. Kevlaro 5th. The interior is 6th. Thunderpig 7th. Stephen in 8th. Alex Game in 9th. Cro-Magna 10th. Slimmy Cam in 11th. The Baldy one in 12th. And Nico in 13th position. Look at the whole star-studded of nationalities you got there. You got Dutch, America, Italy, Turkey, Canada, Norway, Britain, Germany. It's just an international field, isn't it? So there you go, then. Stephen will be really disappointed there because he was 3 tenths up on his best time. And in that mistake at turns 18 and 19, that Shinigami corner, it's just lost him at least half a second alone on that lap alone. And I don't... Well, he might make it. He might stay in the Lobby A race. We've just got to wait for the times from Lobby B to come up. There's a few of the other drivers and just turning their way out of first corner there. So what a lap time there for Boris Boehm there, to be faster than his own time by 7 tenths quicker than his best time, to put himself 2nd on the grid. So good effort that there from Boris. Now we're just going to wait for confirmation for the times in Lobby B, and then we put the 2 times together, all the drivers that have competed in the first race together, and then who will be the drivers that are going to compete in Lobby A, the main streamed race, and who will be the unfortunate ones that's just missed out and it's going to race in Lobby B as Interiors parks up beside his teammate. Good qualifying though for those drivers then, 2nd and 6th. Watch out for them, they could be a bit of a threat for a good finish tonight. Yeah, just seeing just see that in the GR3 champs chat there Alex Gaming saying that he's sort of choked there with that 2:15.9. His last lap was a 2:16.2, so not unless he was quicker in that lap alone, I don't know, but hopefully his time will make it good to stay in Lobby A. We've only seen him on a couple of occasions, Alex Gaming. Let's have a look. Yeah, he's only been in 2 Tier A races. And that was at Austria back in season 4, I believe it was. Yeah, it was season 4, and the end of season 4 at Barcelona. So that's the only 2 times that we saw Alex Gaming in that. Best qualifying of 12th for him, but his best finish has been 13th, and that was both at the 2 races that he qualified, that he made the Lobby A race. Let's have a look at Kevlaro, because he's racing. I know he's racing a couple of GR3 Championship races. Let's have a look at him. He's only done 3 races, actually. I thought he did more than 3. His best qualifying was a 10th at Lago Maggiore, and his best finish has been a 7th at Laguna Seca and at Lago Maggiore. So I think Laguna Seca, where we raced at Laguna Seca at season... I think that was at season 4, and I think Lago was at season 5, so Kev could be doing his best qualifying in his GR3 Championship career. And I wonder if Thunderpig will be also making it there. He did a solid 2:15.831. Wonder if that's good enough to make him in it. He's never raced in Lobby A. So we could have a new guy competing in that. Cro Magna, meanwhile, he's got the experience in him as well. Only 7 races he's competed in Tier A. Best qualifying was a 4th at Tokyo. That was when he was driving the GTR, the Nissan GTR back in season 3. What a tremendous battle he was having with Alex, Chile and Cro. Of course, Cro at the time was a Lobby B driver, whereas Alex and Chile were Lobby A. Best finish of a 2nd place, so he has had a podium to his name. Slimmy Cam, Privateer, 2:16.215 for him. Solid effort there from him, and it'll be the first time he will make Lobby A if he makes it. The Baldy one, I don't know if the Baldy's actually made a Lobby A race. No, he hasn't, so it'll be a little bit on fingertips, because he set the 11th fastest time on that. There's a look at Nico with a 2:16.502. Let's have a look at some of them. I think we've gone through all the drivers there too. So yeah, the interior should be good enough to make Lobby A. So it'll be another new driver in that, as well as Boris making his debut in this championship. The 2 drivers there debuting in this season. Kevlaro saying in the chat that he can't see Stephen, so Kevlaro can't see Stephen at all. And there he is there, parked where his teammate is. I think we're just still awaiting for Lobby B results to come up and see what's happening. Of course, they've had some problems in that, with the Dottom again struggling to connect into Lobby B. And Goofy's saying to the drivers, you can leave the track now. Hopefully for Stephen, he could probably leave the lobby, maybe clear his cache, so that Kevlaro can see Stephen. Yeah, Goofy's just saying he's just waiting for Lobby B results. I think that's probably because of the Dottom still struggling with his qualifying connection. So we're going to be just a tad bit longer, unfortunately. There is Alex Gabon. Just say it again, through previous ARC Championship races he's competed in. Finished 3rd overall in the ALMS series, the GT class standings. If you may remember, it was always Dominguez first, Cro Magna second, and Alex was always 3rd when he was driving the Porsche. And Thunderpig was the GTC class champion. Oh, actually tied with the Baldy one. My apologies. Actually, yeah, he was tied with the Baldy one. There we go. So I'm just going to give my voice a little bit of a break there. Kevlaro has left the room, maybe just to clear his cache. So yeah, I'm just going to give my voice a little bit of a break for a minute, and we will just wait and confirm that we'll have the Lobby B results, and then when I get the results, we will let you know, and then hopefully we will get some racing going within the next 10 minutes, hopefully. Oh, hello.
Hello.
There we go. We've got a cool commentator finally, because my voice was already going. We've got Roper back again.
I'm making a surprise appearance.
Yeah, about how have you been, anyways?
Yeah, good.
You still playing on the darts a bit?
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
It's like the first time we've commentated together since that was Laguna Seca, wasn't it?
I don't even remember what the last one was. It was so long ago.
Yeah, it was that long ago. Yeah, so we've got a replacement now for Kick finally. Oh yeah, I've just seen in the chat there. Yeah. So yeah, do you want to talk about this track in general, what this track is about? Because I'm sure you've raced on this track many times before.
Yeah, I especially remember season 3, the first race there, because that was my first race in ARC, and we're using the same settings now. And yeah, the big feature of this track is that it absolutely murders the right front tire more than any other track in the game.
Yeah, with the long-term 1, 6, and 12.
Yeah.
But other than that, though, I mean, it's just like a really fun circuit. Because you've got our turn one, and you've got like this e-bike curves, and it kind of reminds you of like of Silverstone, you know, like Beckett's and Maggots and whatnot. It's like fast flowing corners there.
Yeah, it's a really fun track. I really like it.
So you've seen in qualifying there how impressive then was Halleck's there. Looks like he's just gone from strength to strength again and just continued where he picked off.
Yeah, it never stops with him, does it? Except the competition keeps dropping away.
Yeah, that's why I was saying in qualifying, we need Inman back, and we need Rascal back, and we need Law back, just give him a little bit of a challenge. I mean, no disrespect to the others, though, but I mean, that time when it was like 1.3 seconds quicker than Boris there, it just obliterated the whole field there. But I mean, Boris did well to come under to about half a second slower than Alex. So that was pretty good going there for Boris. And also his teammate is there's Robo. He's just joined. There we go. So there's the two teammates then in sync as they're going through turn 6 right there. I don't know if it's a bit of a stupid question here, but your thoughts on the winner?
Yeah. I think the real question is who's going to finish second.
Yeah, that could be up for debate as well. Just checking in the chat as well, but Stephen did say he fluffed it. Yeah, we did see it in qualifying that he did really fluff his last qualifying effort. Just checking to see if Lobby B times have finished and if you've got anything up there. Of course, that was because of the Dotham's not so good connection at all, but there we go. What do you think then of the lineup then of season 6? I mean, again, not to sound bad or anything like that, but it's such a depleted sort of field. It's like, because like in previous seasons we had about like over 50 side-ups, but now we've got about just less than 30. Do you find that like a little bit disappointing?
No, I think it's perfectly fine considering how old the GT Sport is now, and that that the next game is coming out in a week or 2 weeks or something.
A couple of weeks time.
I think it's a nice send off for this game.
And are we going to go into GT7 where we're continuing on this championship, or are we still playing GT Sport with the season?
No, we're going to stick with GT Sport because it's just it would be too much of a gamble to just transfer the championship over, because we don't know anything about the online features yet of GT7, and we don't know if they're going to work on release and so on.
Okay, all right then. So finally, the results are in. So, as it is. So here we go. Who we got there? We've got 28 people in. Okay, that's pretty decent then. So Hallex then will start on the pole, followed by Boris Bohm, Trainmeister, Kevlaro. Only one driver actually made it up from the Lobby B qualifying to make it into Lobby A. That was obviously how fast Lobby A drivers are then. So like I said, Hallex then on the pole, followed by Boris, who was like 6 tenths down. Sorry, my apologies. Trainmeister in 3rd, Kevlaro 4th, Goofy in 5th. B Interiors in 6th, and Thunderpig in 7th, Stephen in 8th. So he's got some work to do starting 8th on the grid, and we know he will be up there fighting for the podium. I mean, we have seen him before. Alex Gabin will start 9th, Cro Magna in 10th, Slimmy Cam in 11th, and the only driver to make it in from Lobby B qualifying to the Lobby A was Wiley. So the million fans of Wiley Coyote fans then are going to be jumping up and down to see him make Lobby A. He's going to start 12th in the Porsche. He ended up with a time of a 2:16.304. Then in 13th place is the Body One and Nico completing the field. So basically all the drivers that made qualifying in the streamed lobby are all going to be in the race. Techno Guy is going to start on pole in Lobby B, Vedotum in 2nd, Infoxicated in 3rd. Then you've got Defiant in 4th, Fubar in 5th, BDZ APA, another privateer in 5th, in the only McLaren in the field. Why Not Sean will start 7th, Jake Melling will start 8th. The Machine 488 in 9th. WR Metcalf in 10th. San Zebra in 11th. Venom Snake in 12th. Eternicus 13th. And DD Ranger will cross the line in 14th place. I think for next race we're going to be seeing the Lobby B, just to see these other drivers that probably will struggle to make the streamed event race, so let them have their 15 minutes of fame there. But Wiley then getting into the top, into the main event there, setting a decent lap time, actually 8 thousandths quicker than the Baldy one. What is?
Yeah,
what
that's
is
good
it?
stuff, and it's nice to see him on stream.
Yeah. So Overdriver should be changing the tyre compounds then. Like I says, they've got one set of softs to their name. Tyre wears on times 8. Fuel depletion at times 3. Should be seeing 2 pit stops, I reckon. What do you think? Are you a bit of a master tactician in terms of pit strategy?
Yeah, usually I am, but I didn't do much testing for this race because I wasn't going to participate. But what I did notice was that the softs get absolutely destroyed. So I think it's quite possible that we're not even going to see them on many cars. And I don't know if we're possibly going to get more than 2 stops as well.
Yeah, I was just saying, like, because all the drivers were on the softs in terms of qualifying, and the tyres were shot after the second lap. They weren't going to improve in the third lap. So, yeah, maybe the soft tyres is definitely going to be not an option for these drivers. They're just going to stick with the hard and the mediums. Any times you didn't see up there? I mean, obviously Stephen starting in the middle of the pack there, I'll be a bit disappointed there. But like I says, we should see him work his way up through the field. Any drivers in particular that you're going to look out for? Especially with the new drivers too, I reckon. You've got like Thunderbig making his debut in Tier A, as well as the interiors. You've got, who else? You've got Slimmy Cam, the only privateer in the race. Wiley, I think he's actually competed in a few Tier A races, has he? No, he hasn't. So, no, this will be a first time for Wiley, the Baldy. And I think we've seen Nico before in Tier A. Or was this his first time too? No, that's his first time as well. So we're going to have a lot of new drivers then making their debut in Tier A here, Robo.
Yeah, that's always good to see. I think the interesting thing is going to be who's going to be on the podium. Unfortunately, we can sort of ignore number 1 because I think we know what's going to happen there. But 2 and 3 is going to be an interesting battle.
I mean, in fairness though, Alex has made a few mistakes here and there. We did see it on a few occasions that he has done, especially with the early rounds of Fuji, and also at what was the other track that we commentated that I can't mind exactly what it was, I forget. But yeah, so he has been known to make a few mistakes here and there. But you know, you never know.
You're trying to make it exciting, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm trying to. Yeah, I'm trying to.
If you look at the pace difference, there's going to be quite a lot of mistakes needed for the result to be any different.
There's a look then at Wiley and his fluorescent green Porsche, and Wiley's been known to have a few. What's the word? I had the word in my head, and it's just completely gone. Oh, I forgot what the word was. So this is just a stuck check, everyone. And there will be your grid for the first round of 7. I was just noticing there, it is actually 7 rounds, is it? Not 8.
I don't know that off the top of my head. I'll check.
Yeah, because I only can see 7, because it's usually like 6, maybe 8, but yeah. Right, let's see if everyone...
7, yes, yeah.
Oh, Slimmy Cam has just got slowed off the line. Hopefully it wasn't because of a glitch at the start, but there he is. Looks like all 14 are away, so we should, once the drivers get this one and only lap out of the way, and we shall get this 40-minute race underway. Just looking at Trey Meister there. Don't know if that was just a sign there to Alex saying that, oh, you've left the room.
Yeah, don't be alarmed. I'll be right back.
Okay. So we just see that the trade was ahead there of Alex, even though it was just a standing start. But we have seen in times before when Trey has been quicker than Alex, but then obviously the connection gets the better of him. We've seen it in a couple of times in the 400 lap endurance race where he's actually been like leading the race or second in the race, and then then he gets disconnected. And so we're just hoping that. Oh, hello, Trey. Oh, he's trying to ruffle Alex's feathers there. So we're just hoping and praying that Trey's connection will be good for the rest. As his teammate there, Goofy, just got a little wrong out of Ronan. So you're looking forward to GT7?
Yeah, I think so, but yeah, we haven't heard anything about the online stuff, and that's what I'm really interested in. But in terms of single player, it looks like a proper traditional Gran Turismo, which is always fun.
And it's also good to see some old returning tracks come back, like Daytona and Trial Mountain and the High Speed Ring. So we're looking forward to that one. I think one of my friends was saying is we're still going to have 16 drivers in the lobby, and when it comes to online. I think that's what I've heard, though.
Yeah, I think it's 16, possibly 20, but that might be only sport mode. So
yeah, probably only sport mode.
If we could get 20, that would be a big improvement already, actually.
Oh, Alex only just beaten Treemeister to the line there in the little fun race, if you will. So all 14 drivers were okay. Nico's just crossed the line. Oh, and just plows into the back of. Who was that? I don't know who that was there. Oh, it'd be Alex, wouldn't it? Because he's the only one that's made it. He's the only jag in the field. So there we go. That's the little practice lobby out of the way. And then we will get this 40-minute race get going. And as predicted, as you said there, all the drivers opting to go for the mediums and the hard tyres. Riley's going for the hards. Nico's going for the hards. Anyone else going for the hard tyres? Slimmy's gone for softs, which he'll probably need to change that there, Slimmy.
It could be his strategy he's trying. No, he's changing it.
Now he is, yep, definitely. Oh. Okay. And there goes Crow back out again. Just putting in some more lap practice in before the actual race begins. Any news on Slimmy just yet? Hasn't changed tyres then. So there we go then. So let's look then at Crow. And the race is going to start in 2 minutes and get the season opener underway. So Crow's going to be starting 10th on the grid. He's just about 70 hundredths slower than Alex in the Jag. But nearly 2 times quicker than Slimmy in the Aston. So, you know, Crow's got a decent shot here for the top 10 finish, you'd reckon.
Yeah, I definitely think so. He's usually nice and consistent. He usually gets involved in a lot of incidents as well, but they're not that they're necessarily his fault, but he has a driving style which seems to attract that sort of stuff. By the way, yeah. I'm just noticing that Boris is going to start on softs. Slimmy is also on softs.
That's a bit of an interesting call, that. So they're going to be pitting very, very early then.
Yeah, I would guess lap 4 or 5.
Yeah, 4 to 5 for them. We're just looking at Kevlaro. I do like Kevlaro's livery. It does look really, really nice. And he's going to start 4th in this race, which will be by far his best ever qualifying in the Gr.3 Championship. And he's got his fellow CSX teammate there, Stephen, who is back out on track again, starting 8th in the field, using the medium tyres. That's a bit of a brave call, actually, this from Boris. So, and let me kind of keep sticking with the softs. I think you said that, didn't you?
Yep.
So, yeah, I don't know if that could be... I don't know about for Slimmy making going soft. So if he's starting deep in the field, you'd reckon you want to go for like a medium or a hard tyres to start off with, not using the softs. What do you think? I'm not too sure on Slimmy starting on softs if he's starting deep in the field.
Yeah, he might be able to make up some quick positions then, but yeah, what's the point if you're going to be running on worn tires for longer or doing an extra pit stop?
Well, Goofy has started the final, so eventually, you know, nearly an hour's worth into the streamed event, we're finally getting Season 6 underway, and the starting grid looks like this. Alex from Boris, from Traymeister, Kevlaro, Goofy, Interiors, Thunderpig, Steven, Alex, Crow, Slimmy, Wiley, Baldy, and Nico. We've only got 13. Who we're missing? We're missing someone. Who are we missing? We are missing Alex, I think. We're missing Alex. Oh, the host has ended the game.
Okay.
Oh, it's always these problems that happen already, isn't it? It's always one race in a season where problems start happening. Oh, dearie me. We do apologise, folks. Here, this is traditional polyphony servers here. Oh dear. Julian's just saying, anyone else got a Halleck's voodoo doll? You don't want to hurt him while he's driving. Furious is in there saying, let's go Wiley. Yep. Kevlaro saying that he thinks that the race will be a lot more closer than qualifying, but we hope so. We hope to see that. I mean, it was still a pretty spread out qualifying there. Oh, Goofy's restarted the room again. Hopefully, this won't happen in 2 weeks' time for round 2. We're hoping and praying. Right, there we go then. So, lobby is back open again. Could be apologising in the chat too. Yeah, well, mistakes happen. Mistakes will happen. Any particular liveries that you like in the field there? I mean, they do look. I see a lot of green, which is nice. I wanted to see a bit more green in the field, but yeah. What would be your favourite livery so far?
Unfortunately, you're gonna have to ask me that again during the race because I haven't looked at them all yet.
Oh, okay. Oh, because I'm just because you just like entered in the lobby not too long after. So there is Baldy. He's going to be starting on the last row on the grid, 13th place. And Nico, he'll be starting alongside him in the BMW M6. Techno Guy only missed out Lobby A by 0.2 of a second. Had another Corvette in the field. There's only two, and that was only the Goofmeister's team of Traymeister and Goofy. But eyes then so far in Bald and Hardy racing, with Baldy 1 and Kevlaro 1 and 2. And they got Interiors in third. Is that the guy that used to that raced in the first round at Fuji? Was under a different name. Was that the same guy?
I don't know actually.
Never do I. I couldn't mind if it was, but if it is, then. Oh, if it's a different driver, then well, nice. So, like I said, then 40 minutes is the races now this season. Drivers will have a set of softs, mediums, and hards, but they've only got one set of softs to the name. And there's a look then at Wiley. He's already got a fan base of the Furious 2 in the chat. Let's see what Wiley can do. Racing in Tier A for the first time. He's a bit of a veteran in this series, is he not? I think he started in, was it season 3?
Yeah, good question.
Yeah, I think it was season 3. 4? Oh, was it? It could be season 4, yeah. So, yeah, Wiley Just took him 2 seasons, but finally he's racing against the best now, so good to see him there.
We're just waiting for Kevlaro now because he wasn't able to see all the cars appearing in the lobby.
Yeah, I think Kev needs to maybe clear his cache then, and for that to happen. Let's see if Stephen's okay. Stephen's fine. He had that pit glitch early on in qualifying, but it looks like he's all right now. It looks like Boris is back on the medium tyres, as we're looking at him.
Interesting.
Yeah, he's back on the medium, so I don't know if he's forgot to realise that he's not using softs and that, but oh, what's he doing? Nearly doing something to his teammate there. Oh wow, Crow just went through the middle of the pair of them. So it looks like to me that only Slimmy Cam is the only one to start on the softs now.
Yeah, I gotta think that's because he wants to get ahead quickly at the start and do some overtakes there.
Oh, just out of curiosity here, is anyone actually can anyone hear? Can anyone hear Robo in the commentator in the chat? Just want to check the scene because I forgot this. Hingy if
I've got that voice sharing thing enabled.
Okay, then so we can hear you.
All right.
Right, okay.
Yeah. Although it would be good if someone confirms it, sure.
Yeah, if anyone's still watching, there's only 8 people watching here now. Yeah, Furious is saying, yeah, God, my voice is already going and race has not started. God, I need to shut up, man. Yeah, Robo is loud and relatively clear. Yeah, because I turned you up all the way to the top. Let me just turn you down just a teensy bit. Let's see, where are you? There you are. There we go. Should be a little bit better. Right, so all 14 then are on the track, or at least a few of them are in the pits. And Kev then back out again, but ghosted, not unless he's seen something in the Discord chat.
No, I think we're ready to go any minute now.
There we go, yeah, and as Robo said, the final will begin in 5 seconds. So here we go, take 2 then. Hopefully it'll be all good. Everyone will get off the line well. Hopefully no one gets stuck on the grid. We have seen that before. We're hoping not to do that tonight. So here we go then, Season 6, the season opener at Kyoto Driving Park. And it is Halix from Boris, from Trey, Kevlaro, Goofy, Interiors, Thunder, Stephen, Alex, Crow, Slimmy, Wiley, Baldy, and Nico. All 14 drivers are shown on the caption there. Good to see. So when the green lights get underway, all the drivers will put the fuel mixture up to 6. Just try and save as much temperature as they can on the tyres. And we will get this 40-minute endurance race underway and for Season 6 to get going. And of course, everyone very careful in terms of not picking up any damage, if you will, at the start. We have seen that before on a few occasions, but it looks like we're all good to go there. Just looking then at Stephen, followed by Alex in the Jag. Oh, it's a little bit crossed up there out of 1. Let's ride on board then through Alex, through the He-Bike curves, these fast, flat-out state complex of corners here. And you can just see here the engine there in the Jag there. He'll have his fuel mixture all the way up to 6 just to save that bit more fuel in. Driver's starting to weave the tyres to try and get the optimum temperature in these cars too. And there is Alex. So have you had a good look at the cars now, Robo?
I was just looking at Wiley has made no wait, that's not Wiley.
In the Porsche?
Hold on. No, I'm looking at Alex's car, but I thought Wiley made that livery.
What, Wiley made the livery for Alex? To me, that's just like that's so. Wood. It looks like it's like a wood livery.
Yeah, that's quite an eye-catching creation. But in terms of more traditional liveries, yeah, I like Kevlaro's is good. The AMG, green and orange. Yeah, and I like that Crow has made more of a proper livery this time while still keeping his trademark style.
Yeah, there's a bit more black into it now, which is kind of surprising for me, knowing Crow's all purple.
Yeah, but it's still a clear Crow livery, so that's nice. I like it when drivers have a livery style that sticks with them.
So keep an eye on Crow, see what he will do in the race. Of course, this was the car that Dan's won to Season 1 back in the very first ARC Championship Season 1. So Crow hoping to replicate what Dan's did in that season.
I'm going to be keeping my eye on Steven at the start because I think he's going to be interested in making up some positions right away.
Oh, Slimmy nearly getting into Crow. Crow definitely not like that. Yeah, the one thing about Crow though is the fact that whenever there's a bit of contact, he's normally in that, but he will defend his position for anything. If it's like 2nd, 7th or 14th, he's like one of the most hardest drivers to overtake though, isn't he?
Yeah, because he doesn't leave space if he doesn't have to, basically.
Right then, so
whereas other drivers might be a bit more loose with that.
Yeah, indeed. So Alex then, they're all into double file formation, and then Alex can dictate the pace when he will get going, which will be right about now. Season 6 gets underway, and as the field go into the long left-handed into turn 1, Alex will lead the way, followed by Boris, side by side for third between Tremeister and Kevlaro. Stephen has already gained 2 spots then around the outside of the interiors, and trying to go around the outside of Goofy out of turn 1, and now into the he-bike curves they go. A little bit of argy-bargy through 2nd and 3rd there, but looks like Tremaster's got 2nd place. Kevlaro's made a wonderful start. He's already gained 3 places from where he started, and then all over the back of Kevlaro. Now they go in towards Samurai, the turn 6, another long right-hander there, and it is all happening there. Boris getting a little bit shoved out wide from Stephen in the BMW, but it looks like we're all nice and tidy through there. Relatively a good clean start, and what a perfect start there for Stephen to already go up into 5th position, Robo.
Yeah, he kind of did what I expected, yeah, and he's still on the hunt. I think he's still going to get another position or two this lap.
Yeah, he's going to have the inside. Yeah, turn 9. There's another one. He passed it there. He was fully side by side with Boris on the first part of the hairpin at the whiplash, that was called. And now he's up into P4. Kevlaro's made a good start. He's gained a spot. Boris is the real big loser from 2nd all the way down to 5th position now. And his teammate's even further down. He's down in 9th place from 6th on the grid. So not a good start then for the Red Bull drivers then, as their drivers now into 5th and 9th when starting 2nd and 6th. And it is Wiley there at the back of the pack there in the Porsche. But it looks like we're all nice and clean in the first half of the track there, but it's still Alex with the lead. Tremeister's gained a spot. He's up to P2. Kevlaro in 3rd. Stephen in 4th. Boris down to 5th. And Goofy into P6.
Slimmy's gained 3 positions on the lap, which is what you want to do if you got faster tyres.
And I was just about to say, because he is on the soft tyres, so Slimmy can work his way through the field. He's got to try and get by Thunderbig in the Beetle. Let's ride on board then with the privateer entry of Slimmy Cam. Ooh, just made a little bit of a mistake out of turn 18. Very careful not to shortcut turn 19. That'll be a very easy place to pick up a penalty. But there you go then. And then into the last corner, turn 20. Hard to get back onto the power, and there he goes, using all the curb on the exit then. So at the end of the first lap, it's Alex from Tremeister, Kevlaro in 3rd. 4th position is Stephen, Boris, Goofy, and Thunderpig and Slimmy Cam. That is your top 8. Then you got Interiors in 9th and Alex Gaming in 10th. And then you got Crow Magna and the Baldy one. Them 3 having a ding-dong battle for 10th, 11th and 12th respectively as we ride on board with the Baldy one.
Nico and Wiley have dropped right to the back, which isn't a surprise because they're the only 2 on hard tires.
Let's just see what Baldy can do there as he going. As you can see there, Crow with his always traditional heavy defending them. Baldy's trying to go around the outside of Crow into Samurai. We have seen that happen on a couple of occasions. We've seen Rascal do it in season 3. We saw Alex Rogers taking the lead of it, and then nearly Crow nearly pushing Baldy out onto the grass there. So he's not giving an inch on Baldy, but Baldy still has the inside then for the first corner. Whiplash, there's a bit of door handle contact. Bit of contact at the door, sorry, but Crow will still hold on to the inside for the second part of the whiplash hairpin, and that is still 11 for Crow, and Baldy has to find another way by Crow later on in the lap, or 2 maybe.
Meanwhile,
I don't know.
Steven just lost the position because he was trying to overtake Kevlaro.
And Boris has gained 2 places out of that. So Boris went from 5th to 3rd. So let's have a look at a replay with that. So this is coming in towards 10 and 11. Stephen all over the back of his CXX teammates. And Kevlaro was giving him the run into Ronan. And then Boris just sticks his nose in, sticks his Toyota in, and says, thank you very much. I will go from 5th to 3rd. So a very good opportunistic pass from Bottom to stick his car back into the podium spot. And now Kevlaro in 4th, Stephen in 5th, and Goofy in 6th. Followed by Slimmy Cam, who we've lost Thunderpig. Where's Thunderpig? He's down in 9th position. So Thunderpig has made a mistake on this lap. He was in 7th. He's now down to 9th because Slimmy Cam and the Interiors have gone by. Crow Magna kicking up the grass on the exit of turn 19. Oh, Interiors one's very wide there. Thunderpig is on a wide berth to go back on the track, and that's 8th place we gained for Thunderpig. That's the old snake there trying to get a slipstream as well through here on the start-finish straight here. But Alex still leads 1.4 seconds he has over Trainmeister. I've just realised it was at this track as well. I think it was last season when they had that amazing battle with Inman back in season 5, where those 2 were battling pretty much the whole entire race. And it was a very close finish, and I can't mind who ended up winning. It was Inman over Hallex. I think it was like a last lap pass then that Inman did on Hallex last season.
Was it at Kyoto? I don't remember that one.
I think it was at Kyoto. I think it might have been.
Yeah, they did it throughout the whole season, so yeah.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, don't we miss Inman? But there you go, the gap going up then to 1.6 seconds. Let's have a look at this battle there. Stephen is trying to go around the outside of Kevlaro. It's Whiplash over the nasty bump, and he's got P4 back now. So Stephen back up into 4th position, Kevlaro down to 5th. You feel that Slimmy Cam tyres are starting to go away from him just a teensy bit if he's the only one on the soft tyres. But he's still holding on to a fine 7th place there. But looks like Kevlaro is all over the back of Stephen as they make their free through Ronan.
Hallex is building his gap now, starting to approach a 2-second lead.
Yeah, the gap was going up early on in the lap, so no less if Trey's going to have to resort to some... I tell you what, Boris is catching Trey. Boris is catching Trey for 2nd spot here, and maybe Stephen and Kevlaro could maybe somewhat work together to maybe catch up with these 2 in front of him. Of course, there's no bump draft, and bump drafting is not allowed as Kevlaro really nearly gets into the back of Stephen out of Alkami. But... what a good start this actually from there from Stephen. 8th to 4th already. He'll be absolutely pleased by that.
Yeah, look at Slimmy's tires. He's not going to last much longer on those.
Let's have a look then at Slimmy there, because Thunderpig is catching him now. So Slimmy's going to be making a pit stop maybe this lap or maybe the next lap. Let's see what he does. He's going to go for another lap here. So Slimmy holding on to 7th, Thunder in 8th. Alex Gaming in 9th, then you've got 10th place to Interiors. The Baldy one in 11th. He's managed to find a way by Crow, Nico, and Wiley.
Yeah, Slimmy just goes massively wide in turn 1 because of the understeer. He's going to lose that position this lap.
Yeah, it definitely will be. Maybe lose 2 because Alex in the Jag is also not too far behind. just really, look at the car dancing through the he-bike curves, and look at the run that Thunder's going to be getting downhill then towards Samurai, and he's just going to stick him behind sticking behind Slimmy, my apologies. Good apex there from Slimmy in turn 6, but will Thunder have the run off the corner? As we're looking at the back then, out of Slimmy Cam's Aston Martin. And then into Whiplash. Thunder thinks about making a look, but look at Alex in the Jag. Over the nasty bump from the first part of Whiplash, now the second part of the Whiplash corners. But Slimmy Cam just about holding his own here, and Thunderpig not really making an effort to try and get by Slimmy Cam, but you feel he's got to make a pass sometime soon, you reckon, with Slimmy struggling on those tyres now. Oh, he just had a good run there, but Slimmy just kind of shuts the door on Thunderpig. Now, will he have the run? He's got an overlap on the outside this time. And Slimmy Cam is going to hold on, is he? Late braking then in towards the Fujiwara complex. Thunderpig has the 7th place because he'll have the inside now. And you can see there, Slimmy losing the rear, losing the traction because of those worn soft tyres. So Thunderpig, nice clean pass. Back into P7 he goes. Oh, does he? No, he still does. Okay. I thought Slimmy Cam was having a big look on Thunder, but you feel that Slimmy will have to pit this time, but too. Baldy's actually had a good lap. He's closing up on the back of Alex now. There's riding aboard then with the Baldy. And he is definitely catching the Carly Ray Jepson Racing Jaguar of Alex Gaiman, who was stuck behind Slimmy Cam on those sorry set of soft tyres. You would expect Slimmy to make a pit stop right now. No, he's going to do another lap. He's going to go for another lap on there.
That's going to hurt. But maybe this is what he has to do to make the other 2 stints work.
26 minutes to go until the end of the first race. Then Alex is for advantage now. 3.2 seconds he's got over Trey Meister in second. Boris Boehm is just within slipstream distance of Trey. Then you got Stephen in 4th. 2.4 seconds down the road behind Boris, and then you got his CSX teammate Kevlaro in 5th, Goofy in 6th, Thunderpig 7th, and Slimmy Cam still holding on to 8th place, although he runs very wide out of Samurai, but keeps it going. Alex Gaiman then at the back of him, followed by the Baldy one. Interior's now down to P11, Chrome Magna Trophy, and the only 2 drivers on the hard tyres, Nico and Wiley, 13th and 14th respectively.
Ooh, that was a dive from Alex with some contact.
He's got the position though, so I wonder if he's slowing down to make the spot back up. Let's ride on board then with Alex, and this is going in towards Whiplash. It was a bit of a lunge, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a bit of a lunge. There was contact, you just heard it. So I wonder if he's gave the spot back up. Yes, indeed he has, and now he just bumps into the back of Slimmy, who is just struggling for power on the air. Or just struggling to get back on the power with those soft tyres. And that's going to allow the Baldy one to catch up, and the Interiors to possibly catch up now too. Yeah, Baldy's now there. In fact, he's going to pass Alex Gaiman there. Good pass there from Baldy. So now he's up into 9th position. He's took full advantage of Alex being out, holding up by Slimmy. And what can the Interiors do there? Now Alex has lost momentum because he may lose 10th place to the Interiors. But hold station though.
Surely he's going to pit this lap, Slimmy.
He has to. He's got to pit this time, He has to pit this time. Let's find out then. Last corner then for Slimmy. Yeah, he's really struggling. Oh, Alex just backed out of it there. He's going to do another lap.
Oh, he's still going.
This is suicide, this from Slimmy Cam. Crow makes his first pit stop. Wow, this is a completely different strategy what you have thought of there, Robo. Slimmy's completely defying the odds here. He's going 7 laps old with a set of soft tyres on him. I'm starting to actually question if he is still on the soft tyres. Oh, there's some sparks flying out of 5. Oh, now as the body one had a look. Oh, wow, that was close race today. I thought Interior's nearly going to the back of Alex, and Alex nearly going to the back of Baldy. So you've got a tremendous forecast scrap. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, meanwhile, Boris is just a couple of tenths behind Treymeister.
Baldy to the inside of Whiplash. They nearly went 3 wide going into turn 8. Baldy's got the outside for the second part of the Whiplash corners, and he may lose that 9th spot to Alex Gay, but no, he doesn't. Now will he go for the old switcheroo? Yes, he does. Gets the power on early. Little bit of contact on the side, and Baldy's up to P8.
Yeah, Slimmy's just hanging on for dear life now. That's all he can do.
Yeah, those tyres are completely falling off the cliff here. He should have put it 2 laps ago. And you can see him just running very wide in turn 12. So he's going to lose 9th spot to Alex. Maybe lose 10th spot to Interiors in the process. That's right, on board with the rookie, who's gone completely out of shape out of Ronan. And he's going to fall a little bit behind this battle for 10th place. And Slimmy nearly losing the rear there. Into the Fujiwara complex. Gets into the side of him. Get the last man a little upset in the rear. But just holding on.
Interior's tyres are really not looking particularly good either.
Oh, gets into the back just to make good friends. Don't think that was... he's really struggling. He's really struggling for traction. So you could feel that the Interiors could make a pit stop as well. As further ahead, as Alex is trying to pass Baldy at turn 19, that's not really a place to overtake. Treymeister comes in. The first one's coming from the top 3. I think Goofy has also followed in. So the Goofmeister team into the pits. So too does Alex Gaiman. Slimmy Cam finally comes into the pits. Baldy stays out and does another lap. And out goes Treymeister. He comes out in 7th place. Now, what tyres is he on? Is he on the hards or on the medium still? No comment then from Robo. Okay then. So Treymeister comes out in 7th.
I'm seeing some cars coming out on softs, by the way, which is surprising.
So what's Trey doing? Is Trey on the softs or is he on the hards or what?
Trey is now on mediums.
He's still on the medium tyres. Okay. So who's the ones that's gone onto the soft tyres then?
That would be Alex Gaming and the Interiors.
Okay, so 2 drivers then. There's then Slimmy Cam out of the pits now. And just running very wide out of Samurai, he does then. So Alex and Interiors then on the soft, as Robo said. And now Alex's advantage there, not forgetting, well, he's still in the lead. He's got a 6.7 second advantage over Boris. And then Stephen is now up into a podium position. And Kevlaro versus Thunderpig. Thunderpig has got some good pace now. And he's going to go around the outside of Kevlaro. Round the Fujiwara complex there. So Thunderpig, a man on a mission, as Rascal would say. What is Thunderpig's lap times compared to Kevlaro? Because he's really caught up with him.
He's been doing mid-18s, although they've been dropping off quite a lot recently. Yeah, but he's the last, what is it, 4 laps or something? He's been faster than Kevlaro.
So maybe you can feel that Kevlaro will be making a pit stop this time by as we're coming in with 20 minutes to go. Maybe drivers then going for the 1-stop strategy instead of the 2 as Boris surrenders 2nd place, and that will give it to Stephen. Kevlaro now into 3rd, Thunderpig in 4th. So I'm thinking they're probably going for a 1-stop strategy with these guys there as Thunderpig now goes to the inside of Kevlaro. What a drive this is from Thunderpig. His very first time competing in Tier A, and he can probably sniff a podium out of this. So as far as I know then, the top 4 have not yet made the pit stop. Trey's the first to make a run. Look at the run. Thunderpig's getting through Kevlaro. Kevlaro's gone all out of shape out of the he-bike Kevs. Thunderpig had to check up. Now does he have the inside on Kevlaro through Samurai? That's a very tough, that's a very fast corner. I think they may have all got held up against one another because that's allowed Treymeister to catch up a lot here. Thunderpig flashing the lights. They're probably saying to him, sorry for doing that. But Treymeister has gained a lot of time on that battle now with Thunderpig and Kevlaro. I think Baldy in 6th place has yet to make a pit stop. So 5 out of the 14 have yet to make a pit stop. So with less than 20 minutes to go, we're less than halfway through the season opener at Kyoto. Alex leads, Stephen 2nd, Kevlaro 3rd, Thunderpig in 4th, Trey Meister the first to make a pit stop in 5th position. And he's there. He is in slipstream distance already of this battle for 3rd spot.
Yeah,
Baldy
the Beetle is looking very, very good on the tire wear, actually. It's got quite a big advantage compared to the cars around them.
Oh, Trey getting on the grass on the exit of Ronan. You can see he's absolutely pushing the car as Thunderpig again fakes a look on the inside. So 3-car battle now for the bottom step at the podium. And Trey Meister's just going to go around the outside of Thunderpig. What a pass that is there from Trey. That's a great pass from Trey Meister. And again, and good to see that the connection is still there with him. So hopefully he'll be there come the end of the race. Now, let's have a look to see what Alex can do. We've got 18 minutes to go. I would expect to see him come into the pits now. No, he's going to do another lap here. So, Alex is doing another lap. What is Steven going to do? As Trey Meister is going to go into 3rd position. Was there a bit of contact? I don't know if that was a bit of a lag issue there with Trey Meister, but he's back into 3rd spot. Steven stays out. Kevlaro comes in. Thunderpig stays out. So Trey Meister, his run here has been absolutely electric. The only problem is, though, is when Alex and Steven will come out of their pit stop, Trey's tyres are going to be a little bit worse for wear compared to Alex and Steven and Kevlaro, potentially Thunderpig as well.
Boris is out on softs, by the way.
Oh, Boris on softs. Fastest lap, though, to his teammate Interiors, 2:15.656. It is there into 5th position, and hopefully those soft tyres are not going to go as long as what Slimmy Cam did in his first stint. Wiley's in 7th place. And he's holding up a gang of cars here. Look at that. Nearly 4 wide. Oh, and Wiley and Goofy got into each other. And it's concertinaed into a massive moment. And then Samurai, everyone's getting held up. And Goofy has lost it completely. I think they were going forward abreast off the exit of the He-Bike curves. Oh, yeah, I think Wiley wasn't looking at his mirrors to see Goofy was there. That was just a complete and utter mess there, but it did look like to me that Wiley turned up on Goofy. Here's another look at the replay. Let's try the bottom of Alex Gaming. So they were nearly 4 wide going into Samurai. And then it was just an absolute mess. And then Alex Gaming gains 1, 2, 3, 4 positions out of all of that. So disaster there for Goofy, disaster for Wiley, disaster for those two. That's a potential good finish has gone out the window, especially from Goofy, because he was sitting as probably about 6th position for him. So disappointment there for Goofy.
Alex Gaming, he's stuck behind Crow at the moment, but he's on faster tires, so he really needs to get past them as quickly as possible to make use of those tires.
Yeah, and as we said at the start of the stream, Crow Magna is one of the hardest drivers to overtake, although he loses the rear as Alex comes into the pits. He's going through Shinigami. That's not really an overtaking opportunity. Crow actually gives it up, actually. Fair play to Crow, because he probably knows that's not an overtaking position. So for Alex Gaming then, up into 7th place. This lap alone, he's gained 5 lap places alone on this lap. Stevens in, Alex is in. Alex has gone for the soft tyres. Crow's gone to the grass. Oh, nearly comes right out in front of the Interiors, nearly. And now you've got Wiley versus Goofy. Now is Wiley going to pull out, make it like a pass then? There it goes to the outside. Out comes Steven. He comes out on the track, comes out in P10 just ahead of Kevlaro, I believe. Thunderpig also comes out in 12th position. I also noticed that Alex is on the soft tyres too. And he's got 5 seconds to catch up then to the leader, Trey Meister, who's already been out in the pit. He's out alone. And also Boris Bowen. Boris is gone out ahead of Alex alone. So Boris on the soft tyres. Alex has got fresh set of softs on his name now. And the gap you can see is already closing. 4.8 seconds. It was 5.3 not too long ago. Alex Gaming now up into P4 in the soft tyres. Then you got Nico in 5th. Interiors in 6th. We were thinking about making a move, but nearly going to the back of the BMW. It's really a topsy-turvy top 8 there. Alex in 4th. Nico in 5th. Interiors 6th. Goofy's found a way by Wiley, and now Wiley's coming under some pressure now with Kevlaro, who's just gone by cleanly. Is Wiley yet to pit, actually? I've just realised, is Wiley yet to make a pit stop?
Yeah, he's still on his hards that he started on, yeah. So I suppose he's trying to go long enough so he can just do the rest with softs.
Oh, and Stephen getting held up there behind the Porsche driver.
Hey, but can you explain to me how it happened that Boris and Treymeister got ahead of Hallex? Because they've all done one stop, as far as I know.
It was the pit strategy, wasn't it? It was because they came out in clean air, so they weren't battling with other drivers, so they will be able to be quick enough, isn't it? So it's like if you pit in early, and if the other driver that's like ahead of them comes into the pits a couple of laps later, then it's going to be the guys that pitted in early that's going to come out ahead. But the only downside to that is their tyres are going to be as wet, a little bit more wear as what Halex's tyres is now. And you can see Halex has really gained 2 seconds alone on this lap onto the leader. It was 5.3. He's gained 2.5 seconds alone. So Halex could be going back into the lead very, very soon. But I'm guessing he's probably one stopping compared to Trey and Boris, who might be two stopping.
Yeah, they are way lower on fuel than Hallex is, yeah, that's true.
So we've got 12 minutes to go, and you can see the top three there pretty much all nose to tail. I wonder if Hallex is going to do what Alex Rogers did back in this race in Season 3, going for a free wide pass at Samurai. Oh, Boris then shuts the door in his face. And let's ride on board then with the three-time champion as he closes up on Boris, who's closing up on Trey too, into Whiplash. Again, 12 minutes to go. There's the top three, nose to tail. 1.5 seconds then separates the top three. Then they've got a 14-second advantage to Alex in the Jag. Interior's in 5th, Nico in 6th, Cro-Magna's in 7th, and Goofy is in 8th. But of course, a lot of these drivers are still on with the soft tyres, and I think the Interiors is... no, who's that? Nico. Nico's lost a spot to Cro-Magna.
Oh, Nico also hasn't pitted yet.
Yeah, Nico also started on the hard tyres. So Nico and Wiley still on the hard tyres. They may go soft then in his last stint.
Oh, look at Nico. He's got 4 cars right behind him.
Oh, yes, indeed he does. There's Goofy, Stephen, Kevlaro. In fact, Stephen's found a way by Kevlaro again. And who's that in the background? Is that Thunder Pig in 11th position? And Nico just gives the spot to his teammate, but may lose it to Goofy, Kevlaro, and Thunder Pig in the process too. So you've got a right scrap of cars there. 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th and 11th. All in shot as the Kevlaro looks to the inside of Goofy through the Fujiwara complex. And that is 8th position back for him. Meanwhile, Alex has gone by 2nd place Boris. So now he's all over the back of Treymeister. Here we go then to the inside in the last corner, and Alex retakes the lead yet again of this motor race. 11 minutes to go. Alex leads again, although Trey, with the power of the Chevrolet, will hold on to the lead. We forgot about how quick that Chevrolet is down the straightaway. It's one of the fastest cars to use, but Alex tried to stick his Beetle nose in there as Alex surrenders 4th place now, makes his 2nd pit stop. As well as the interiors, you can see their fuel mileage there down to 5 and 6. Someone else was into the pits too.
Yeah, Trey has to pit again quite soon, but he's obviously not interested in giving up that position for free.
Here comes Alex then to the inside of Samurai, and that's the position back then. So Alex has regained the lead. Boris tried to have a look then too on Trey, who gets his car half out wide out of a Samurai, and now Boris goes onto the racing line. Trey going defensive then into Whiplash. Chevrolet versus Toyota, and yeah, misses the apex there, did Trey, and that's 2nd place back again for the guy who started in this race in P2. So now Stephen is back up into 4th of these guys been making pit stops. Thunder Pig in, still holding on to 5th place then over Kevlaro. Goofy in 7th. Baldy one in 8th. Good race actually for Baldy. Started 13th, already up to 8th for him. Alex Gaiman then in 9th. The interior is then down in P10. There's a look at Slimmy Cam, who's got a half a second penalty. He'll have to burn it here, which he doesn't do. Oh, that's a bit of a dangerous one there, because there was Nico and Cro-Magna that was in battle with him too. So that was a bit dangerous from Slimmy Cam. Yeah, I think Trey's tyres are starting to give up on him here. 9 minutes to go. Boris and Trey may have to pit again. In fact, what is their fuel look then, Boris and Trey? What's their fuel compared to Stephen?
Trey, he's flashing red. He's going to have to pit this lap or next lap. Stephen's got maybe 35%. Boris, he's also only got 10%. So he's pitting now, in fact.
Yeah, both
Trey
Boris,
as well. Yep.
Both Trey and Boris are now pitting. So Stephen's just come out of turn 19, just making his way towards the last corner.
Stephen can go until the end.
Here we go then. So Ty's then fitted in for Boris. He's already used the centre softs to his name. He'll probably just go back to the mediums, you feel.
Goofy will pit.
Now where's Stephen out of all of this? Stephen just crossed the line. He's into second place then. So Stephen into P2 now. Goofy, I think you said, is pitted in as well, is making his second stop. So now Stephen up into P2, Boris in third, fourth for Treymeister, Thunderpick and Kevlaro, second, third, fourth, sixth, all in shot right there. Treymeister nearly getting all wrong out of the Hevi curves.
But now the roles have reversed. Trey is on the softs, Boris is on mediums.
Oh, so watch out.
And Stephen is on softs, but they're a bit worn.
Yeah, they're slightly a bit warmer than...
So it's definitely not settled yet.
And with 7 laps to go, it's go time for all of these drivers. It's definitely been some quite impressive driving, so well, impressive performances there. It's definitely from Stephen, who started 8th. Treymeister, well, Thunderbig as well. What an impressive showing he is. And so too Kevlaro as well. He's definitely going to smash his best previous performance from, I think it was like of a P10, I believe it was. So Kevlaro's going to smash it this time. And the Baldy one as well, his teammate, up there in 7th place, having a bit of a quiet race, but some smart strategy has actually worked out for him. He's in 7th place, and he started 13th. Cro Magna, who started 10th, has gained a spot. He's down into 9th.
I think Thunder might be a little bit surprised that he's got P2 in his sights ahead of him.
Well, you can see that the 3 of them ahead of them are all battling now for that second spot there, and Trey's just going to go from 4th all the way up into 2nd place. So Trey's gone into P2, and Stephen has fallen down to 4th place now. So Boris has found a way by. Oh, don't put some wheels on the grass at this corner here. That'd be suicidal there for Boris. But yeah, Trey back into 2nd, Boris in 3rd, Stephen down to 4th position. Little flash of the lights there from Stephen. Don't think he was too happy. Yeah, and Thunder is right there too. So Thunder, his first ever time competing in this tier, he could get potentially a podium spot. Into the long-term one. You can see he's trying. He's missed the apex quite a lot. That's going to lose him some time on the exit, but he's trying like a bear. And there you can just see the red and green card of Kevlaro, 3.3 seconds behind him. Baldy, his teammate, still in 7th. Alex Gaiman in the Jag in 8th. Cro Magna 9th and TD's in 10th. Being hounded by Nico in the 2nd of the Kick-Ass Racing BMWs. Battling for P11 and 12, followed by Goofy, who had that big off going into Samurai with Wiley. He's down now in P12. And there is Wiley in P13 in that fluorescent light green car. And Slimmy Cam all the way down into last position with about 5 minutes to go till the end of this race. Yeah, it looks like to me Stephen can't cope with Boris's pace, it would seem. So he may lose 4th place here to a really determined Thunderpig.
Let's see, it's Stephen and Thunderpig are both on softs and they have the same level of wear, so things are even in that regard. Boris is on pretty new mediums, so at this point the tire wear of the softs are working against them, I think, so Boris probably has faster tires at the moment.
Let's see where Kevlaro is out of all of this. He's 5.1 seconds behind, so Kevlaro's not going to gain time on the 2 ahead of him. Now let's see here what's going on there here then. So the Interiors looks like he's going to lose P11 there to Goofy as he passes him around the outside of the Fujiwara complex. Nice pass that from Goofy. And I was going to set his sights on Nico. Nico's had a pretty decent race. He started in last position. And he's salvaging a top 10 place at the moment here for the second of the Kick-Ass Racing team. His teammate Stephen down into P4. So good showing this actually here from Nico. Trying to catch up to Cro Magna in 9th. Yep, indeed, yeah. And Interiors is just falling like a rock. Great qualified to start 6th position, but it's just not gone according to plan here for the Interiors. His teammate is up there in 3rd position. I thought it was going to be a good points day here for the Red Bull team, but Interiors looks like he's definitely been struggling at the minute here, down in 12th position. One of the big losers, like I said, starting 6th, he's down to 12th now. 3 minutes to go, and it looks like Goofy's wanting that 10th place then on Nico in the middle of turn 1. Goofy will have the inside here for the he-bike, but although Nico's probably not going to give up without a fight, side by side through the flat out snake complex of corners. And Nico, fair play, holds the position. Oh, Alex has gone off. Alex has gone off. Alex has had a moment there in the middle of the he-bike curves. Let's take a look. So what's happened here with Alex game? And that's quite an unusual place for the car to go off here. He just hit the auto spin curb, I reckon. The car just danced so much, and then just the rear just lost and clipped the curb, and around she went. So Carly Rae Jepsen has lost it again. Alex has spun at Whiplash. And it's all gone horribly wrong for Alex here. Here's another look at a replay. Just misjudged the braking into the first part of Whiplash, and just, yeah, around she goes again. So Alex there, a huge loss of momentum for Alex. Disappointment there, because he was on for a really solid finish. But that's enabled Cro Magna to go into 8th position. Goofy's now finally gone into 9th place, although he's lost it. He's lost it there to the Fujiwara complex to Nico, and he could lose that 10th spot now to the Inferiors. We'll have a look at that one. Was that just late braking again?
Yeah, he braked too late, yeah.
Oh, Nico was putting a little bit of a block on. Yeah, he just missed hanging the braking. Yep, indeed.
Goofy has a definite tire advantage, so he should really be able to make this move. But he's running out of time now.
Yeah, we've got 80 seconds to go until the end of the season opener. Live at Kyoto. I tell you what, Goofy's definitely put on a show tonight, even though, although the unfortunate incident with Wiley early on in the race has hampered him down to this where he is now.
Thunder's still right there.
He really is, and he's very close. He's very close. And into Samurai now. This will be the last lap of the race. Will he go for the cutback? Nah, the BMW has enough power there. You can see both of them there struggling to get back on the power on the exit of Samurai. And again, Stephen not really needing to go defensive into Samurai. Thunderpig was a couple of car lengths back on him. But Stephen holding on to 4th place. Thunderpig in 5th. There's not a lot of places where you can overtake someone. Ronan will probably be your best bet, but I just feel that Thunderpig is too far back on Stephen now, you reckon?
Yeah, he dropped back quite a bit there. But it's in these long turns where he can gain a bit again, I think.
6 seconds to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The race has finished. So this will be the last lap then. And let's see what Alex is. He's just coming in towards the 18 and 19, the Shinigami complex corners. And it's just been completely domination again from Alex then. It's going to be his 7th win of and his Gr.3 career. It'll be his 5th qualifying or starting on the pole position. So here we go, man. Alex then. Yeah, we're just seeing Alex then crossing the line to get the first win of the season, his 7th overall. And we just seen that Thunderpig didn't make a move then. Here comes Trainmeister then. Finally, he's going to finish an ARC race.
Goofy got past Nico there.
Oh, they're still battling though for 9th, 10th and 11th there. But
Oh
anyway,
no, he went deep again.
Trey Meister crosses the line second. Boris will cross the line in third. Stephen's going to hold on for 4th place then, but he had to fight for that 4th place over Thunderpig. Let's have a look. Then it is battle for 9th, 10th and 11th, and Nico's got it back again. What a battle this is going to be.
He outbraked himself again, Goofy.
Meanwhile, Kevlaro crosses the line in 6th position. Here comes Baldy to cross the line in a fine 7th place. Cro Magnus going to hold on to 8th place, but who's going to get 9th position on the line? Is it going to be the BMW or is it going to be the Chevrolet? It's going to be very, very tight. It's going to be Nico only just though. I think they were like, it was like a dead heat for 9th position, but Nico officially crosses the line in 9th position. Goofy 10th. The Interiors will cross the line 11th. Wiley will finish in 12th position, and then we've got to wait for Alex Gaiman there. It could have been a really strong finish for Alex, but ended up finishing in P13. And Slimmy looks like to be out of fuel.
Yeah, he's out of fuel.
Slimmy is out of fuel. He crosses the line though to finish in last position. But it's still a solid effort there from Slimmy Cam, the only privateer car to make the field, and he's just snailing across the line to finish in 14th position, and there you go. So Alex then gets the first win of the season, and it is, like I says, his 7th career win in the GR3 Championship, getting ever closer to beating Alex Rogers' record of 10 wins in his GR3 career. So what a race that was there. You did say it was just a battle for 2nd place, and what a battle there between Nico, Goofy and Interiors too for that 9th spot. Yeah,
we saw some good battles lower down the field. Hey, but what do you think we should do about Alex? I was already joking about that we should force him to drive the Renault RS01, but maybe we can give him some big ballast or something. We got to do something. Drive through every race.
Now, I mean, look at the gap, though. 20 seconds was his winning advantage, though. I mean, yeah, what can you do, eh?
Yeah,
what can you do?
Numbers.
Yeah, indeed. It's just what Alex does. He just dominates every race that we see. He just always seems to come out on top. But there you go, absolute dominant win. One of the biggest margins we've seen in the history of the GR3 Championship. 20 seconds over Trey Meister. Boris, his first time competing in that, gets a podium. Stephen, I think Stephen will be quite happy to finish P4 from 8th on the grid.
Yeah, he had a good race.
Yeah, and I mean, what a drive, though, from Thunderpig to end up finishing in 5th position. What a drive for him.
Yeah, he might be driver of the day for me.
I was just about to say who would be your driver of the day, because there'd be some candidates there. I think Stephen had a great drive. Thunderpig had a great drive. Baldy had a great drive as well. So it was definitely up for grabs. Nico, too, with that 9th place. But like you said, you gave it to Thunderpig, so yeah. So there you go. Robo's driver of the day goes to Thunderpig, and probably well deserved too. What a drive that was there for the first time in Lobby A. Anyway, that's going to end the stream right here. Thank you. You've been watching the ARC Season 6 Round 1 of the GR3 Championship at Kyoto Lobby A. Next week, we're going to have a bit of a break because we're having a week's break. And then we're going back to Round 2 where we're going to be racing at, I believe it is Le Mans, I think it was.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah,
that's going to be interesting.
Yeah, very interesting.
Very different race. Type of track.
Yep, indeed. And let's see if Alex will get another win out of that too. So we'll just end the stream right here. So thank you again for watching. I've been Savvy.
And I've been Robo.
And we'll see you again in 2 weeks for the second round at Le Mans.